The big house stood quietly at the end of a long driveway. Its walls were painted bright white, and the windows shone like glass mirrors. The garden was full of colorful flowers and green grass that looked like a soft carpet. People in the neighborhood often looked at the house with wonder. This was the home of Mr. Richard Hayes, a very rich man who lived there with his 3 children, triplets, who were famous for being almost impossible to take care of. Mia, Leo, and Sam were all 7 years old. They looked a lot alike, but their personalities were very different. Mia was full of energy and loved to ask questions. Sometimes, she asked so many that it made grown-ups feel tired. Leo was creative. His imagination was so big that he could turn the whole living room into a jungle or a spaceship with just a few toys. Sam, on the other hand, was quiet and strong-willed. When he didn't want to do something, no one could change his mind. Because of these 3 children, many nannies had tried to work in the Hayes house. But none lasted long. Some cried. Some ran away. Some just said it was too hard. Every week, the children's father, Mr. Hayes, would look for a new helper. But the story was always the same: the nanny gave up after 1 day or less. One rainy morning, Anna walked up the driveway. She was not like the others. Anna was a single mother who lived in a small apartment not far from the city. She had one son, Tom, who was in school. Life was not always easy for Anna. She worked hard to pay the bills and take care of Tom by herself. Some days were very hard, and she wished things could be better. When she saw the advertisement for the nanny job at the big house, she thought, why not? Maybe this was her chance to find a better life for herself and Tom. Anna wore a simple coat and carried a small bag with her things. She was nervous, but she also felt strong inside. She knew this job would not be easy. The stories she had heard about the triplets were scary. But Anna believed she could try. The big wooden door opened slowly. A tall man with a serious face stood there. He was the butler, Mr. Collins. He looked at Anna from head to toe. "Are you sure you want this job?" he asked in a quiet voice. Anna smiled politely. "Yes, I am. I want to try." Mr. Collins nodded and stepped aside. "Follow me. The children are waiting." Anna stepped inside the house. The floor was shiny, and the smell of fresh flowers filled the air. She saw a large living room with soft couches and a big table. At the table sat the triplets. Mia's eyes were bright and curious. Leo was building a tall tower with blocks, and Sam sat quietly, watching them. Mia looked at Anna and smiled. "Are you going to be our nanny?" Anna nodded. "I am." Leo grinned. "Good luck," he said with a cheeky smile. Sam looked at Anna silently. Anna gave him a small smile back. The first few minutes were quiet. Then Mia started asking questions. "Where do you live? Do you have kids? What is your favorite color? Can we play games?" Anna answered calmly. She knew Mia would not stop soon. Then Leo stood up and knocked down his tower on purpose. "Oops. Now we have to build it again," he said, laughing. Sam watched quietly but suddenly said, "I don't want to eat lunch." Anna nodded. "Okay, but you need energy to play." Sam shook his head. The afternoon passed with many small challenges. Mia wanted to read story after story. Leo wanted to run around and play pretend. Sam did not want to listen or follow rules. Anna stayed calm. She spoke softly but firmly. She smiled when she could and never lost patience. At one point, Leo ran too fast and almost bumped into the glass door. Anna caught him just in time. "Careful, Leo," she said kindly. Leo smiled. "You're strong." Anna felt her heart warm. Maybe she could do this. At the end of the day, Mr. Hayes came home. He looked tired but smiled when he saw the children happy and calm. "Mrs. Anna," he said, "how was your first day?" Anna looked at the triplets, who were now sitting quietly and eating dinner together. "It was hard," Anna said honestly. "But I believe I can help them. I want to stay." Mr. Hayes nodded slowly. "We have not had many nannies who say that." Anna smiled. "I'm not like other nannies." Mr. Hayes looked at her carefully and said, "We will see." That night, Anna went back to her small apartment. She was tired but felt hopeful. She knew the days ahead would be full of surprises, struggles, and small victories. But she was ready to fight for this chance. Because in her heart, Anna believed that even the wildest children could be loved, and even the hardest days could bring new beginnings. The next morning, Anna woke up early. The sun was shining softly through her small window. She looked at the photo of her son Tom on the bedside table and smiled. Today was a new day. A day to try again with the triplets. At the big house, the day began with noise. Mia was already running around, asking questions faster than Anna could answer. "Why is the sky blue? Where do birds sleep? Can we go to the park today?" Anna laughed softly. "One question at a time, Mia," she said gently. Leo was waiting in the corner, holding a box of costumes. "Let's play pirates," he said with excitement. Sam sat at the table, quietly drawing with his crayons. He didn't say much, but Anna could tell he was watching everything carefully. Anna knew that today would be a test. Yesterday was about surviving. Today was about trying to build trust. She started by making a plan. First, she gave Mia time to ask her questions. She answered honestly, even the silly ones. Mia's eyes grew wide with interest as Anna talked about her son and her small apartment. "You must miss him," Mia said softly. Anna nodded. "Yes, I do. But I want to help you all, too." Mia smiled and ran off to play. Next, Anna turned to Leo. "Pirates sound fun," she said, "but first, we need to put the toys away." Leo frowned. "I don't want to." Anna knelt down to his level. "If we clean up first, we can make the best pirate ship ever. You can be the captain." Leo's eyes lit up. "Really? I'm captain?" "Yes," Anna said. "Captain Leo." Slowly, Leo started helping. The two worked together, putting blocks and toys into boxes. It took time, but soon the living room looked clean. Sam stayed quiet for a while longer. Anna brought him some juice and sat beside him. "Would you like to tell me about your drawing?" she asked softly. Sam looked at her and then nodded. He showed her the picture of a big tree with 3 small figures under it. "That's beautiful, Sam," Anna said. "Who are the people?" "Us," Sam said quietly. Anna smiled. "I'm happy you shared that with me." The day moved slowly but surely. Anna kept her patience, even when the children tested her limits. When Mia spilled juice on the floor, Anna didn't get angry. She grabbed a towel and cleaned it up, smiling all the while. When Leo refused to eat lunch, Anna didn't force him. Instead, she made a sandwich with his favorite peanut butter and jelly and said, "We can try again later." Sam stayed quiet but helped Anna set the table. By the afternoon, the children were tired. Anna suggested a quiet time. She pulled out some books and read stories, making the characters funny and exciting. The triplets sat close, their eyes wide with wonder. When the story ended, Mia hugged Anna. "You're nice," she said simply. Leo nodded. "You're fun." Sam smiled a little. Anna's heart felt full. She knew it would take time, but this was a good start. Later, Mr. Hayes came home again. He looked at the children playing calmly and then at Anna. "How is everything?" he asked. Anna smiled. "Better. We are getting there." Mr. Hayes seemed pleased but careful. "The triplets are not easy," he said. "If you stay, you need to be strong." Anna nodded. "I will be." That night, Anna sat by her window, thinking. She missed Tom but felt proud. She was learning something new every day about patience, love, and hope. Tomorrow was another day, another chance to grow a family not just for the triplets but for herself too. The sun rose slowly over the city, shining through the tall windows of the big house. Anna was already awake, making breakfast in the kitchen. The smell of warm toast and fresh fruit filled the air. Today felt different. She could feel it in her heart, a small hope that something was changing. When the triplets came down the stairs, they looked sleepy but ready to start the day. Mia ran to the kitchen and hugged Anna's waist. "Good morning," she said, her eyes bright. Leo followed, rubbing his eyes. "What's for breakfast?" he asked. Sam came quietly behind, carrying his favorite blue blanket. He looked at Anna and gave a small smile. Anna smiled back. "Breakfast is ready. Come and eat before school." The three children sat down at the big table. Anna watched them closely. For weeks, mealtimes had been a struggle. The children would argue, refuse to eat, or make a mess. But today, something was different. They ate quietly, talking softly about the day ahead. After breakfast, Anna helped the triplets get ready for school. Mia put on her pink backpack, Leo found his red cap, and Sam held Anna's hand as she tied his shoes. At the door, Anna gave each child a gentle hug. "Have a good day at school," she said. The children smiled back, and for a moment, Anna felt like more than just a nanny, she felt like family. The house was quiet after the children left. Anna cleaned up and sat down with a cup of tea. She thought about how far they had come. The first days were full of chaos, but now, the triplets were starting to trust her. Later that afternoon, the children returned home. They were tired but happy. Mia showed Anna a drawing she made in school. It was a big rainbow with their family under it. Anna smiled and said, "This is beautiful, Mia. You have a special talent." Leo showed her a story he wrote about pirates, with himself as the captain and his siblings as the crew. Anna listened carefully and asked questions. Leo's eyes sparkled with pride. Sam, usually quiet, surprised Anna by telling her about his day. He said, "I helped a friend today." Anna was surprised and happy. "That's wonderful, Sam." The afternoon passed peacefully. Anna took the children to the park, where they ran, played, and laughed together. She watched as Mia climbed the jungle gym with confidence, Leo chased butterflies, and Sam sat quietly on the bench, smiling as he watched the world. For the first time, Anna felt that the triplets were opening their hearts. Back at home, Anna prepared dinner while the children set the table. They worked together, laughing and sharing stories. When Mr. Hayes came home, he noticed the change. The house was calm. The children were happy. He looked at Anna with surprise. "How did you do this?" he asked. Anna shrugged. "I just listened and cared." Mr. Hayes nodded slowly. "You are different from the others." Anna smiled softly. "I'm not perfect. But I try." That night, after the children were asleep, Anna sat in her room, feeling tired but happy. She knew there would still be hard days, but today was a small victory, a step towards something better. She thought about Tom and hoped one day he could visit the big house. Maybe this place could be a home for both her and the triplets. With hope in her heart, Anna closed her eyes and dreamed of a future where love could heal even the hardest hearts. The days passed peacefully at first. Anna felt the triplets were slowly becoming more comfortable around her. Mia laughed more, Leo shared his stories without fear, and even Sam began to speak up. But as with all families, not every day could be easy. One afternoon, dark clouds rolled over the city, and a heavy rainstorm began. The wind howled, and rain pounded against the windows of the big house. The triplets were inside, restless and tired of being stuck indoors. Mia jumped from the couch, her face scrunched in frustration. "I'm bored. There's nothing to do." Leo stood up, his eyes full of energy. "Let's make a fort. We can be explorers trapped in a cave." Sam, however, sat quietly by the window, watching the storm. He didn't say much, but Anna could tell he was feeling uneasy. Anna smiled gently. "Okay, explorers, let's make the best fort ever. But first, we need blankets and pillows." The children hurried to gather everything they could find. Soon, the living room was full of pillows, blankets, and chairs stacked together. As the fort took shape, the triplets began to laugh and shout with excitement. Mia was the brave leader, Leo the clever navigator, and Sam the silent protector. But just as they finished, the power went out. The house went dark, except for the flashes of lightning outside. Mia gasped. "I'm scared." Leo looked around nervously. "Me too." Sam clung to Anna's hand. Anna took a deep breath and knelt down to their level. "It's okay," she said softly. "Storms can be scary, but we are safe here together. I promise." She found a flashlight and turned it on. The small circle of light helped the children feel less afraid. Inside the fort, with the flashlight casting shadows on the walls, Anna told stories about brave explorers and kind heroes. The triplets listened quietly, their fears slowly fading. Mia snuggled close. "Thank you, Anna," she whispered. Leo smiled. "You're like a real hero." Sam squeezed Anna's hand and said, "I'm not scared anymore." Anna's heart felt full. She realized that the storm was more than just the weather, it was a test of their trust and courage. After a while, the rain slowed, and the power came back. The house lit up again, and the triplets cheered. Mr. Hayes arrived home soon after. He found Anna and the children safe, warm, and smiling. "How did you manage the storm?" he asked, impressed. Anna shrugged. "We stayed together. That's what matters." Mr. Hayes nodded. "You're more than a nanny. You're family." That night, Anna lay in bed thinking about the day. The storm outside had been loud and frightening, but inside, something had changed. The triplets had faced their fear with her by their side. Anna knew this was just the beginning. Life with the triplets would have storms both outside and inside their hearts. But she was ready to face them all. Because sometimes, the strongest families are the ones who hold on tight through the darkest storms. The morning light filtered softly through the curtains, casting a warm glow over the big house. Anna stood quietly in the kitchen, preparing breakfast. Today felt different. There was a heaviness in the air she couldn't ignore. As the triplets came down, Mia looked tired, and Leo seemed distracted. Sam stayed close to Anna, unusually quiet. Anna's heart tightened. Something was wrong. During breakfast, Mia pushed her food around the plate and didn't ask her usual questions. Leo barely touched his toast. Sam avoided eye contact. Anna knew this wasn't just a bad morning. She decided to gently ask. "Mia," she said softly, "is something bothering you?" Mia looked down. "I miss Mom," she whispered. Anna's breath caught. She had heard the story before. The triplets' mother had passed away when they were babies. Their father had tried his best, but the pain was still there, buried deep inside the children. Leo nodded slowly. "I think about her sometimes, but I don't know what to say." Sam finally spoke, his voice small. "I'm scared she's gone forever." Anna reached out and took their hands. "It's okay to feel that way," she said gently. "Missing someone you love is hard. But you don't have to face it alone." The triplets looked up, hope shining in their eyes. Anna continued, "I can't replace your mother, but I want to be here for you. We can talk, cry, or just sit quietly. Whatever you need." Mia's eyes filled with tears. "Will you really stay?" Anna smiled warmly. "Yes, I will. I'm here to help you." For the first time, the triplets let their walls come down. They shared stories they had never told before about their mother's laughter, her favorite songs, and the moments they wished they could remember better. Anna listened carefully, offering comfort and kindness. That day, the house felt different. It was filled with soft voices, tears, and hugs. The triplets learned that it was okay to feel pain and that love could help heal even the deepest wounds. Mr. Hayes came home to find the children calmer, more connected. He thanked Anna quietly, realizing how much she was becoming a part of their lives. That night, Anna sat alone for a moment, thinking about the courage the triplets had shown. She knew the road ahead would have hard days, but this moment was a small step toward healing. Because sometimes, the strongest families are not those without pain but those who face it together. Days turned into weeks, and slowly but surely, the house that once echoed with chaos began to feel more like a home. Anna's patience and kindness were making a real difference. The triplets were starting to open their hearts, and Anna felt that bond growing stronger every day. One bright Saturday morning, Anna decided to take the children on a small adventure outside the big house. It was their first trip together, and she hoped it would bring them closer. "Today, we're going to the lake," Anna announced as she packed sandwiches and juice into a bag. "We'll have a picnic and maybe feed the ducks." Mia's eyes sparkled. "I love ducks." Leo smiled and grabbed his favorite cap. Sam, who was usually shy in new places, looked curious but stayed close to Anna. The drive to the lake was filled with laughter and chatter. Anna watched the triplets play together in the back seat, teasing and sharing stories. It felt like a family, something she had longed for in her own life. At the lake, the air was fresh and cool. The sun danced on the water, and ducks waddled near the shore. Anna spread out a blanket and helped the children settle down. They ate their sandwiches, and Anna showed them how to gently throw crumbs for the ducks. Mia giggled as a duck waddled closer to her hand. "Look. It's so soft." Leo carefully tossed crumbs and imagined they were magic stones protecting their pirate ship. Sam quietly fed a duck, his face full of wonder. After the picnic, Anna suggested a walk around the lake. They held hands, talked about their dreams, and watched the clouds. Suddenly, Mia tripped on a rock and fell. She started to cry, and Leo and Sam stopped immediately. Anna knelt beside her. "It's okay, Mia. I'm here." Mia sniffled and smiled weakly. "Thank you, Anna." Leo looked up at Anna. "You're the best." Sam nodded and said, "We love you." Anna's eyes filled with tears. These simple words meant more than she could say. As the sun began to set, they packed up and headed home. The triplets were quieter now, tired but happy. Back at the house, Mr. Hayes was waiting. He smiled warmly at Anna and the children. "How was the day?" he asked. Anna looked at the triplets, who were leaning on her like a little team. "It was perfect," she said softly. Mr. Hayes nodded. "You've done something no one else could. You've made them feel safe and loved." Anna smiled, feeling a deep sense of belonging. That night, Anna sat in her room, thinking about the journey they had all taken. The triplets were no longer just children she cared for, they were part of her heart. She knew life would still have its challenges, but with love and trust, they could face anything. Because sometimes, the family we choose becomes the family we need the most. The sun was rising over the big house, painting the sky with soft pink and orange colors. Inside, Anna was awake early, as usual. But today felt different, full of hope and promise. The triplets were still sleeping upstairs, but soon, the house would fill with their laughter and energy. Anna smiled, thinking about how far they had all come. The journey had not been easy. From the first day when the triplets tested her patience to the storm that made them afraid, to the day they shared their deepest feelings, Anna had been there through it all. And now, the house felt warmer, fuller, like a real home. When the triplets came down for breakfast, their eyes shone bright. Mia hugged Anna tightly. "Thank you for staying," she said. Leo smiled and said, "You're our family now." Sam, usually quiet, nodded and said, "We love you." Anna's heart swelled. She knew the feeling was real. Later that morning, Mr. Hayes called Anna into the study. His face was serious but kind. "Anna," he began, "I want to thank you. You have done something no one else could. You didn't just take care of my children, you became part of their lives." Anna listened, surprised. Mr. Hayes continued, "I would like to offer you a permanent place here. Not just as a nanny, but as part of this family. If you and your son Tom would like, you can live here." Anna felt tears come to her eyes. She thought of Tom, her son, and the life they had worked so hard to build. "Yes," she said simply. "We would love that." That afternoon, Anna took the triplets to Tom's school. She wanted them to meet her son, the brother she had talked about so much. When Tom saw the three children, his eyes lit up with excitement. "Wow, triplets," he said, grinning. The children played together, sharing stories and laughter. Anna watched, feeling her heart grow even bigger. Over the next few weeks, the big house was filled with even more joy. Tom visited often, and the children became friends. Anna and Mr. Hayes worked together to create a home where love was at the center. Anna often thought back to her first day, the nervous walk up the driveway, the doubts and fears. She realized that sometimes, the hardest jobs were the most rewarding. And sometimes, Family was not just about blood but about love, trust, and being there for each other. One quiet evening, as the sun set, Anna sat with the triplets on the porch. They looked at the stars together, their hands intertwined. Mia whispered, "Thank you for never giving up on us." Leo smiled and said, "You changed our lives." Sam, softly but clearly, said, "Your family." Anna looked at them, tears in her eyes. "And you're mine." The road ahead would still have challenges, but they would face them together. Because in this big house, filled with laughter, love, and hope, a new beginning had started, a beginning that would last a lifetime.